I can't believe that these kids at school, well, who used to go to school now, obviously that's all knackered the last few years, and they're all sending me pictures of I should be revising, but they've got like 10 of them watching me on somebody's tablet.
Right, folks, and welcome back to another video. And today we are joined by the absolute legend that is Mr. Blue Van Man. I never thought I'd say this when I saw him appear on the True Geordie channel about a year ago. Around about a year ago, wasn't it, Dave? Ish, was it?
Yes, it was about March, I think. Around March time last year. And yeah, I didn't even have a clue who Brian was.
And it's just absolute pleasure to have him on. A man who's filled a lot of bellies with laughter, I think, especially on the Kickoff, and with his just plain and straight reviews, really. But we'll talk about just your career so far, Dave, and really what has led you to this moment, really. Because I mean, it's been a crazy ride for you. So your name on YouTube is Blue Van Man. So yeah. Where does that originate from? Like, what's it based on?
It's just based on when I started this, I didn't really know where it was going to go or anything like that. All it was just a laugh. To be honest, I didn't really think I'd get over a few thousand subscribers and maybe people I know and friends of a friend. And like, I was just thinking of a name. I didn't want to be called Dave or anything like that. I've got a van, it's blue, and I'm a man. And I just played on the white van man thing, but obviously I'm a blue van man. Yeah. So that's, simple ideas. But I think the way that BBM goes in, because people call me BBM and stuff, I think it's quite good.
It works, doesn't it? It works. And yeah, obviously you've been there and you've done some absolutely brilliant stuff. But you're not the typical YouTuber, Dave. You're not the typical, big flashy thumbnails, all that kind of stuff. But how has that been for you? You've been given a little bit of a platform from True Geordie and stuff like that, which we'll move on to a bit later. But have you found it difficult to just stick to you, or is it something that's come really, really easy?
People say don't change and all that kind of thing, and I can't be anything else than me. I can't, this has been me I'm 51. I say I turned into this person when I was like in my early, mid to late 20s, where I just voiced what I thought. I've got a lot of friends who are like me, where I live in the village. Yeah. They're all the same. Are you allowed to swear on this? Or
yeah, you can swear. You can swear. It's fine. It's all good.
We're all the fucking same. We're all in that same fucking bracket where we piss take. We're very straight with each other. We're very honest with each other. And if we think you're being an idiot, we say that. And basically that's what my YouTubing thing is. It's just when I talk to you people out there, I'm talking to my mates kind of thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I won't change. I can't change. This is me. This is how you see me. I think I've got more confident as this channel's gone on, and with the growth, not the growth, the growth of it. I've gained more confidence and stuff. That's all it is.
Absolutely. And was there ever something, because you're easy in front of camera, there's no problem. Was there ever something that you sort of wanted to go into that when you were younger? Is it something that you've always been comfortable with?
No, when I was younger, my granddad and my parents, it was get a job, pay your way in life and all that. Obviously you have a dream of something, but doing this, YouTube weren't knocking around in 1970s, whatever, when I was at school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never thought that, we used to do media classes in school, and I always enjoyed that. But I never ever thought about this. This is just an hobby kind of thing.
Absolutely, and well, it's crazy, like the rise up that you had, because YouTube's a young platform. People usually in their late teens, early 20s, that kind of stuff. But you're 51. You're a man in your prime, shall we say?
I've been in the prime for years.
But how has that made you feel that even in a platform of young people that they still gravitated towards you in that time. You know, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Well, you lost, mate. You got nice.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to try to get my phone, my computer charger, because I'm just like crazy. I don't want my laptop to die. You know. I tell you what, in true BVM style, I'm going to leave it all in.
Yeah, because this is the thing. I mean, what was the question? Because I've gone off on something else again.
To be honest, I can't. Oh, it's brilliant. It's fantastic. I know, it's a younger audience.
That's it, younger audience. Do you know what, mate? Young, old, female, male, transgender, gay, straight, whatever. You're all welcome to this. What you do is, though, you have to take me how you find me. I'm not out to offend people. I'm just having a laugh, and it doesn't matter. I mean, I can't believe that these kids at school, well, who used to go to school now, obviously that's all knackered the last few months, and they're all sending me pictures of I should be revising, but they're watching. They've got like 10 of them watching me on somebody's tablet. And it's just unreal. So I'm covering all ages. I don't know. I mean, people do. Some have called me the father. I mean, Min's Meal, she calls me like her YouTube dad. And then you've got other people saying I'm like your uncle and granddad or what. I'm fucking granddad. I'm only 51. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's good. I don't mind. It's just nice to be liked and appreciated, kind of thing.
Absolutely. And do you think that, you know, with age comes respect in that respect? So people, once they've seen your profile, just kind of respect you for who you are?
I don't. Respect's, you have to earn respect. You don't just be given it. You know, people, it's like when you see people and go, you're not respecting them. For a start, you have to earn respect. And people who watch my videos, hopefully I do talk to people properly. I know I swear, I know I curse and I give an opinion on things, but hopefully people will respect that, and that's where I get it from. Yeah, you have to earn it, so you're not just given respect. That's just ridiculous. And people who watch this, hopefully, I've always worked from the day I was 16 and I left school. I got a YTS. I bet you don't even know what a YTS is, do you?
No.
One of Maggie's ideas, right? You went to work for £26 a week, right? And you learned something. And so I've always worked, and everything I've got now is like what I own. I've earned this. So you have to do the same, folks. You have to go out there and earn the respect of people and work your way in life. It's not free out there, you know. People seem to think it should be, but it's not.
Absolutely. So you mostly on your channel is based on food and stuff like that. So do you always have like a passion for food? You know, something like, because everyone loves food, really. You can't not.
What do you think? Yeah, I do love food. I love cooking food, eating it, trying new stuff. Yeah, and I do. When this opportunity came to do this and give reviews on McDonald's and KFC, I thought, well, I've just got to take the chance and just go with it. That's what it's all about, really. So yeah, I've always liked food.
Absolutely, and we'll stay on that topic. What's the sort of best thing that you've reviewed that you weren't really expecting to be sort of top notch, but when you tried it, you know, it was good?
Well, do you know what, right? Nando's. Elliot put me on to Nando's, and we've had a Nando's in Loughborough for ages, but I never really took note of it as such. And Elliot, when they had me on the Kickoff and they gave me some Nando's to review, I thought, yeah, this is nice. So Nando's is pretty good. I like that. But I honestly don't know. There's that much I've reviewed. I think I've done nearly 900 videos, or you know.
Exactly. You've done so many. So let's talk about that day last March, where it just went through the roof. True News was on, True Geordie and Lawrence just reviewing your stuff, having a good giggle. So what was your reaction when you woke up the next morning and you saw your sub count just go mental?
Well, I was watching, I don't know, I think I was watching Poirot or some crime detective thing, because I love a crime detective. thing. And anyway, I just got these messages coming through on Twitter saying, "You're on True News. You're on True News." What's True News anyway? I looked on this big, massive Geordie bloke, Lawrence, like there, and like, what's going on here? So anyway, I've gone through to the end of the video where I was, and it was just unreal. And then the next thing is, like, I think I went to bed on something like 2,000 subs, and it's just gone straight up to about 5,000. Thinking, what's happening here? What's changing? And my kid were going mad. She was like, Ginger was saying, "Oh no, I'm going to get bullied. I'm going to get bullied now. People seem to think you're a YouTuber." She's never had no problem in her life through it. If she did, I'd have gone and sorted them out.
Exactly.
But it was just absolutely unreal. And then they showed me again the second week and the third week, and it's going up and up and up. And I just can't believe it. I honestly can't. I must have had what YouTubers only dream of. The fact that I've been thrust up in public, you know, I'm not being big-headed here. I like to exaggerate, but I'm not being big-headed. But to be thrust into the public domain like I have, is, you know, fortunately, I've got the shoulders to carry it, and that's quite all right.
Exactly. Do you think that if this had come along when you were, say, in your early age, do you think you would have handled it as well as you have done?
To be fair, my channel is basically, when I first started to do this, I do a review and I tell a story. I try to give a story or an experience or something that goes along. If I'd have done this in my 20s, it'd have been shit. It'd have died within 6 months, because you haven't got the experience. I haven't got the life experience of, you know, then to do this now. I think to do what I do, you do need stories, backup, life experience, and everything like that. People seem to say to me, "Oh, you've given me the confidence and inspired me to do this food reviews." And I love it when people not copy me, but they've taken the inspiration from me to do it. But they haven't got the life to tell, to build it all up. So, I mean, did you see my video the other day with the
I think so.
Kiwi next door? I mean, if you haven't watched it, it doesn't matter. I don't watch half of my stuff. I was telling you about the German driver who had a heart attack.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did watch that one, yeah.
Yeah, and like, people are loving it. But you see, you've got to have gone out into the world, worked in places, and you get that experience and stuff. So it's one of those things. If I'd have done it younger, no, it would have been shit. It'd have been worse than what it is now.
I love it. So moving on. Has there been like a change? So when Elliot contacted you, and I think I remember him like saying, giving you a camera and stuff, and that kind of stuff. So when you first came across that contraption, he said we had a little bit of issue with technology this morning. What was your reaction to it, and did you manage to work it straight away and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I worked it out. I mean, Elliot says, "What are you using to record on?" I says, "Well, a tablet and my phone." He said, "Right, no," but he says, "We're going to do this. We're going to do it properly." So he sent me a nice little Canon something or other where you flip the screen out, and it's sorted me out. It's made it really good. There's like all these buttons and stuff on it. Why do you need all them buttons? You only just do. All you do is press record, and that's it. You zoom in, you zoom out. Why do you need all these buttons? It's just stupid. Make it simple for idiots like me. Yeah, but I've got hold of it. I worked it out eventually, and you know, dropped Elliot a text now and again. He said, "No, you have to do this," and then, look, yeah, I get there.
Were you surprised when they were so open to sort of helping you out in that kind of respect? Because, you know, you were only like small in comparison to them at the time.
Do you know what, right? That's a fucking good question, that, because you know when you see these programs, right, on the TV where they do the Big Brother thing and they do this stupid Love Island, and the TV media companies put these people into the fame, into the limelight, don't they? They and basically all they do is just, well, go on, you're out there now, go do it. And now you've said that, I'm thinking, well, to be fair to Brian, Lawrence and Elliot and the team, they've put me into some kind of media thing. They've put me out into the public eye. And they've not just cut me loose. They've not just like, well, yeah, we'll give you like 50,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers. They've actually stuck with me. And yeah, I think I think they feel like a little bit responsible for basically putting me and my family out there. And I don't think they might just want to like say, well, here's your little bit of fame, now fuck off. They've actually stuck. I mean, when I was ill, when I got the virus, Brian texted me a couple of times. In fact, Brian, Jack, mate, and that they text me more times than my fucking dad did.
Oh, brilliant!
So, yeah, I think they've realised that they've probably made something, and they can't just, cut me loose.
Absolutely. So you mentioned like family and stuff like that. So I believe I remember hearing that the reason you started was to get a ginger computer of some sort, was it?
Well, I just wanted what it was in my life at the time. I was working nights, and like I get a few spare days on my own, and I just want, you can only clean the van so many times. You can only do whatever you do around the house so many times. So I just wanted to do something, and like June watches all these YouTubers and this kind of stuff, and I thought, well, I could do that. And it was just that. The reason why the laptop came for the kit was because she kicked off. She was lying. When you see kids having a tantrum and she's like doing that on the floor and kicking, and I'll get bullied and all this kind of thing. I said, right, the first money I get, I'll buy you a MacBook. And that calmed her down. And then the first paycheck that came through was fortunately enough to buy a MacBook. So.
Absolutely. And do you think that you haven't really shown your family on it like all the time? June didn't show her face for a long time, and obviously it is YouTube's biggest love story. We love it. So how much has she been sort of in this story with you? Because she's always behind the camera, you're right, June, all that kind of stuff. So how much of an influence is she on your life and your YouTube life?
I'll be honest with you, I don't want to sound melodramatic, or whatever it is, but when I met June 22 years ago, I weren't out of control or anything like that, but I was drinking a hell of a lot. I was just having a laugh. I weren't an alcoholic. And I think basically she did come along and she did calm me down and make me take responsibility of myself. I mean, obviously getting 35 grand in debt wasn't responsible, but no, I think without June, I think I would have been, I don't know, not a mess, but I don't think I would have been where I am today. So.
Absolutely, and you're moving on, and it's still growing. But so talk to me more about the Kickoff. So when you firstly invited to go on there, what was your reaction? Because obviously you mentioned, for those guys to keep hold of you in that respect, not just cut you loose, but then to actually invite you on their, like, one of their main shows. Like, how was that for you?
Well, I was shocked really, because people were saying like, oh, they want you on the Kickoff. I'm thinking, yeah, they've got better people than me to go on. I mean, I've always said, like, I've never begged Brian or Lawrence or Elliot. I've never begged them to go on the Kickoff. I've never begged them to go on a podcast. I've never begged them to do anything like that. What happens. I take it in the stride. If they want me back, I'll go quite happily. But if they never ask me to go on again, I'm happy with that. To be invited on was just amazing. It's one of the best days of my life. Last year I'm so fucking happy the COVID didn't happen last year. Because I would never have met them. I'd have never have met Jamie Vardy. I'd have never have met people like Tom Leach, who is married, his girlfriend Lucy Fallon off Corrie, and he got me tickets to go to the WWE at Manchester. I would never have been in the Leicester Mercury or on Radio Leicester because of this COVID thing. But yeah, it was just amazing, absolutely great. And when you walk into Brian's place of work, and like I was sitting there and I was just talking, I I was talking to Rory, and next thing I know, Brian's behind me. And that when you see the video of him coming in and saying, "Hey, mate, how are you?" That or it, and like, that he's changed my life so much. Where he's getting me off nights, and I was close to tears because he's changed my life. To get somebody off nights working at weekends is an awesome achievement, and he did it. Yeah, it was just amazing.
Absolutely. And what was it like sort of being in that studio? Because it's all very really clean cut, kind of stylish studio and camera work. So how much work goes in behind the scenes there?
Loads. I can't say how much goes in. It is so perfect. Brian is, he's got a determination to succeed in stuff. I've said this on somebody else interviewed me the other week. And you know, like the Ready Brick advert, where you've got the red glow, that is Brian. Brian's got that, and he's confident, he knows what he wants, and when he's did his True Geordie downfall video, you just knew he was going to come back, and that is Brian all over. I sound like I'm kissing his arse or whatever. I'm not. This is how it's in, and he's so friendly. When I walked in, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, like Lawrence said, they did a video, a compilation video, and they've had hundreds of thousands of views on it. So they are making money out of me, but I've also made money out of them. And every one of them, down from Hugh, Rory, Lawrence, Brian, Elliot, and all the team in the backroom staff, they're also friendly. They're not up themselves or anything like that. But that's it.
Absolutely. What would you say to the people who sort of say that they kind of took the mick out of you in that respect? Because some people may view it as that. So what would you say to those people?
Do you know what? Brian's actually, when I first went up and I was talking to them, this was brought up, and I says, you know what? You've not taken the mick at all. I says, because when I used to watch my videos back in the early days, because I don't watch everything back, because I am not going to sit and watch me drinking beer with a kiwi for an hour and a half. I'm not going to do it. But when I used to watch my videos back in the early days, I used to sit there and I used to go, for fuck's sake, why did you say that? Or why, and I laugh, and I think, and they were laughing at what they were laughing at, I was laughing at as well, and finding myself taking the piss at myself. So what they were saying, I take on board as constructive criticism. But me doing that is what's made my channel what it is, because I laugh at myself and I take the piss at myself. And that's it. So no, I don't think they were laughing at me, with me, kind of thing. They weren't doing anything that I wouldn't have done to anybody else or stuff. So it was all good. I'm happy with it.
Exactly, mate. So moving on, you're a massive Leicester City fan. You're from around the area, and you mentioned you actually got to meet Jamie Vardy, give him his Player of the Month award, I wanted to say. So how was that, and the sort of whole experience being asked and then being actually able to do that?
Well, I'll just start with, I was a massive Leicester City fan. I used to follow them all over the country, season tickets and everything, right? Then I met June, and you have to take priorities of what you pay your money out on. I couldn't warrant spending a fortune watching Leicester when there's a mortgage to be paid. So when I met June, I used to go down a few times with my dad, but then it had to stop, especially when the debt came out. Fortunately now, Ginge has got into football, so I can go back down the Leicester side, go back down the KP. So yes, it's getting there again. I love it. I forgot the question. Meeting Jamie Vardy. That nearly didn't happen, because what happened was the email came through. Fortunately, Elliot goes through the emails, got the Blue Van Man account like you come through. And anyway, I was just sitting at home, and he phoned me up and he says, do you want to meet Jamie Vardy? And I went, fucking stupid questions that. And he says, well, if you can get down the training ground on Thursday, you're giving him the trophy. I says, right. He says, the best thing is, it went to your spam account. so we never nearly got the fucking email. So it never nearly happened. But yeah, I went in. You go in, you go through all the security gates and all that kind of stuff. And they say, "What? You're meeting Jamie Vardy? You're driving a Transit?" I said, "Yeah, that's it." So anyway, gave them the paperwork, went in, had a chat with a few others. Next thing is, Jamie comes out, shake his hand. He does an interview with his EA Sports, and it's brilliant. And he's another one, not up himself. I think Jamie Vardy remembers where he's from. You know, they keep putting pictures of him when he was like younger at Fleetwood and stuff. And when he used to have these dreadlocks, I don't know, why did he have dreadlocks?
No.
What was he thinking there? Oh, if I'd have known that, I'd have said, "Why did you do that?" But no, and he was just great. He was brilliant. There was one bit where they say, "Do you play FIFA?" You know, the game that sponsored it. And he went, I do play it. He said, "But I play some kind of shoot 'em up game." He said, "Oh, why don't you play FIFA?" What? He says, "Because I play the fucking game. I actually play football for a living. Why would you want to play it on a computer game?" So yeah, but he was brilliant. It was, you know, he signed my book, my shirts, and everything. And he was a real decent bloke. He weren't up himself like some, and you know, top draw to him.
Absolutely, and through that, you know, you've started bringing some football stuff to your channel, which is, you know, just as entertaining as the food stuff. So, well, how did that come about? And what sort of motivated you to do
that? You mean for fuck's sake?
Yes.
Well, I wanted to do for fuck's sake just because it rhymes like for fuck's sake, and I do say that quite a lot. I don't know. I just think you see a lot of these football things, and yeah, I know there's a few lads who do Leicester ones, but I just wanted to give my take on it because I tend to see stuff a little bit different than your average. I'm very critical of stuff that means something to me. I'm very critical of myself. And I don't want to see people just go, "Oh, Leicester should have done this, and Leicester should have won that, and it was a penalty, and it was a free kick to Leicester." Oh, it's a fucking joke. I'll see it as I said. I mean, I did actually do the video when Leicester played Liverpool, and a load of Leicester fans were holding the Sun logo up that up. And I started the video, and I just slated them for doing it. And apparently, at one point, I don't know if you can do this. Somebody sent me a message saying I was trending in Liverpool, or all these Liverpool fans are out in the clubs, in the pubs, and they're all watching me on the phone, saying, you know, it's like on a video that's like, I know, 100,000 views, and I've got so many subscribers from Liverpool from that. So yeah, fair play. And I just like to be more honest. And, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. Sorry, that was something. Anyway.
Yeah, so that's what I just wanted to do it for fuck's sake and be more comical and more as I see it. So.
Absolutely, and you know, it is big respect for you, you know, because there's some fans who just are so tunnel visioned almost in that respect. And the fact that you're honest and stuff like that. And that game, to be fair, I will say it's Liverpool's best performance this season. I'm a Liverpool fan, so it's by far and away our best performance this season, even though we've had all that. So
Leicester just didn't want to know. Leicester was scared. I think they just had so much not pressure. I think they just fucking crumbled. I thought Chilwell was fucking awful. People are saying, 80 million Chilwell to Chelsea, to Derby. Chelsea. Well, at this moment, fucking go, because you're not playing as you should be. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So finally, you know, what's your goals out of this, Dave? What's the end goal for you?
I think this is where people go wrong. They have goals and ambitions on YouTube. I don't mean in life, right? I know people have a dream and they want to make something roll on. I mean, you're doing this, and obviously you want to make this big, don't you?
Absolutely. But I said on a podcast, you know, that you can't on this platform, you just can't predict anything. So yeah, what is that the same sort of ethos with you?
I'm different. I'm 51. I'm looking to go to semi-retirement and not work on the head within 5 years. My ambition was to pay my mortgage, pay my van, and have the Mini Cooper, and we've got savings. That's all I wanted, right? On the YouTube thing, what happens, happens. It's that simple. You can say the one wrong thing accidentally, and it's fucking gone. Don't put all your plans and your dreams into this. Also, God, I sound like I'm fucking lecturing people, and I'm not. But I'm just saying, make sure you've got a backup plan. Don't, you've got kids who are like 10, 11, 12, and all they want to do is be a footballer. You're going to be very lucky to be a footballer. There's a lot of people out here doing YouTube. I'm very, very fortunate. And if I can help a lad like yourself, you know, gain a few subs and put you out there, I'll do it. You know, Ryan did it for me. I didn't ask him to. He did it for me, and hopefully I can help a few other people along, like Min's Meals and Chris the Butcher. You seen Chris the Butcher?
I saw you do a video with him.
He's fucking mad. You've got to watch Chris the Butcher. I have never ever seen anything like him. He's amazing. He really is. Min's Meals and that. It's just good. And if I can help people like that along, I will. But no, don't force anything. I never used to look, but I still don't. I don't look at my subs. I don't look at my views or anything like that. I just do a video. People can be critical of me. I will take it on board. Not to say I'm going to take their advice. I'll just do what I want to do, and that's it. Doing what I want to do has got me where I am. You do the same, mate. If you want to put 50 videos out a day, you do it. If you want to try and get, you know, people like me talking on it, I'll do it. So
absolutely, it's a really good principle, and yeah, thank you very much for joining me. Anyway, mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. Unfortunately, Haskarim couldn't join us today because of connection issues, but I'm sure he said, "Go ahead, go do us proud, lad," and hopefully I have done.
Mate, I've enjoyed it.
Absolutely, mate. So I'm not sure you need it, but what Twitter's, Instagram, YouTube, that kind of stuff? Where can we find you, Dave?
I can't remember. I know I'm on Instagram. I don't do this thing, you see. I don't do this like and subscribe. I know that's what YouTubers do, but I don't do all this like and subscribe, because if you don't like it, I can tell you to fuck off. You know, I don't beg anybody, but I think my Twitter is Blue Van Man 4 on Twitter and Blue Van Man YT on Instagram.
Excellent.
I think that's what it is. I can. You either watch it, you don't watch.
Absolutely. It's fantastic. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you next time.
All right. Cheers, mate.